So I've been doing a lot of thinking about this with Greater Manchester Police because, we are seeing a change in society where more, not just young people, but people generally are carrying weapons. And actually, sometimes people think of young people in a very negative way. They get a very negative portrayal in the media. The truth is they're more likely to be a victim of crime than anyone else in society. So I think we need to see kind of issues facing young people in not so negative a way, but actually in a more supportive way. As Mayor of Greater Manchester, I'm bringing through policies to try and give young people help. So we're bringing in free bus travel for all 16 to 18-year-olds from September 2019. But then when we look specifically at those issues around knife crime, you have to ask yourself the question, why is a young person maybe more likely to carry a knife now? And I don't think it's out of bravado because they want to look hard. I think it's the opposite. I think it's more likely because they are frightened. They're scared that something might happen. And I do believe social media has had an effect in this way. If something happens now, an incident at school or in the streets after, social media can ratchet up the kind of the tension and make people kind of worried about whether they're going out the house the next day or going to school the next day, and make them kind of more nervous about everything. So I think martial arts, boxing, all kinds of forms of self-defense have a role here in just giving people an inner confidence with regard to those issues and self-defense without the need to carry a weapon. And I'm a big believer that we should support. There are often clubs that are on the fringes of the sporting funding world. They struggle to get funding in the same way as football, rugby, or cricket, or whatever it might be. But I'm a big believer that we do need to kind of bring our martial arts clubs, boxing clubs into that mix and support them with funding. Because there are some young people who might be at risk of perhaps becoming involved with violence who could really respond to the structured, disciplined environment that a martial arts club or a boxing club can provide, and then give those young people that confidence that they don't have to sort of carry something to protect themselves. They can, they're not going to become violent people. They just simply know how to handle things should they become threatened in any way, and also kind of people who might stand up for others if they were being bullied. So I think there's so much to offer here, and I would like to see martial arts clubs being given more support from public funds to expand the reach of what they do.